Howdy friends, it's Kathy from RustPaperScissors. This is about the fourth time I've tried to do this video today, so I'm kind of frustrated. I wanted to showcase some new items that I am putting in my Etsy shop, and then I'm going to do just a little demonstration here at the end to show some of the items that I already have, how you can use them, and what the first item is their journal inserts, and these are blank. I sell them in my shop already as I sell them like maybe a holiday journal insert or a road trip or travel journal insert. This one is an example of like a holiday where it has prompts along the side where it tells you traditions, decorations, guest, top 10, what was the menu, just maybe what was the weather, those type of items. So I've sold these in my shop for a while, but I wanted to sell just some blank ones, and it has about 8 pieces of paper, just various different pieces of paper for you to use. There is a library card holder in the back that if you wanted to put a ticket or something special in there, there's a little pocket for that. But these are blank for you to use in your journals as you need. So you could customize them however you wanted to use it. I wanted to show that the metal prong fasteners, I sell these separately in my shop, but these are one of my signature items. I put them in most every journal that I make, and I really like them, but I wanted to demonstrate how easy it is to open and add extra pages, or if you didn't like these pages, you could take these out and add something else. But all you do is move the little compressor things that hold it down, and then this is the compressor, and if you just take that off, and then if you add, excuse me, I'm fighting a cold. If you add some paper, some different pages, oops, that's not going to work, hold on, let's just do this. Okay, always technical difficulties here on when you're filming. And then you just add the compressor back, and then you lock them down. And very easy, quick way to add pages. So this will hold a lot more pages than just the 8 that it comes with. So that's an example of the journal inserts. I also wanted to show there's just other ways to use the compressor to make little inserts, and they're quick and easy. So just some examples of different ways to use the metal prong fasteners. So that's one thing. And then in my shop, I've sold for a while. My tablecloth is acting up. I sell rusted Bulldog clips, and I sell them plain, and I add sometimes some rhinestone trim to them. I use them as a journal closure, so I do sell them as a closure with the chain, but I also sell the mini rusted Bulldog clips, and this is an example of just the plain one, and I have those in my shop. I love rust and bling, and like I said, on the larger Bulldog clips, I add sometimes some rhinestone trim. Well, I had made a mistake when I bought a roll of rhinestone trim, and I guess I didn't understand centimeters, and I bought this very small trim, so I thought, well, that would be perfect on these little mini clips. So I've added the rhinestone to the clips, and I sell those. I'm going to sell those in my shop, and just another little something special to way to hold your papers together. So that's that, and then along with another item that I've sold in my shop is I sell these alligator clips. the their little hair alligator clips, and I sell them plain, and I sell them with a rhinestone or a flat back pearl. And I really just love them. They just like a paper clip. But what I like is when you use them in a journal, they can stick out and just add a little jewelry to the outside of your journal, so something special on your journal. So I'm not sure if you can see that, but I sell those. But then I found these, they're called, I believe they're called duck clips or duck alligator clips. They're like alligator clips, but the front looks like a duck bill. And I rust them, and I started selling them. I sell them in two sizes. I sell the little larger ones, which are about 1 inch, and then I sell the smaller ones, which are about 1.5 inches. So I thought, well, I could add a rhinestone and a pearl, or just plain, so you could buy, you can get them any way you want. And also with the smaller ones, I sell them with the rhinestone or the pearl or just plain. But I wanted to demonstrate that they do hold quite a few pieces of paper. I had seen a video from a YouTuber. I'm not sure of her name, but the channel is called Maggie Journals, and she had done something called a scrappy tag, and what it was using just several different elements that you might use in a journal. If you added it to a journal, you could use items that you had left over from making the journal, that the person who got the journal might like to use in the journal. So and she had closed hers with just a staple. So I thought, wow, you could use the alligator clip or the duck alligator clip. It holds several pieces of paper. And so this was just my quick little take on her scrappy tag. And it's just some lace and some paper, some sticky back velvet, some of this ribbon twist that I sell, some more lace, corrugated cardboard, and just a piece of old book page. And like I say, you could add that to a journal, or you could use it in some Happy Mail. So I sell those. And then when I was making the clips, I thought on the larger alligator clips, you have a lot of room, so I added a string of flatback pearls and a string of rhinestones. And what I wanted was, I wanted your opinion. If y'all thought this was something you might want, I could start making them and sell them in my shop. But I just didn't know if people would like them or if they thought it was too much. So I would just like it if you would tell me in the comments, yes, I like the flatback pearls, or no, it's too much. So I was hoping you'll help me with that. So that is the duck clips. And another item that I sell in my shop, but this is a new item, is I sell rusted washers. And then I found these. They're called Fender washers, and I really like them. They have much more metal on them than the traditional washer, if you can see that. It's just a wider amount of metal, and so I really like that. I use these in like a tag if you wanted to use the hole reinforcer and then a brad. So I use them that way. I really like them as hole reinforcers on tags. But I also make these crocheted flowers, and I add the fender washer and then a rusted brad. Sometimes I'll add a flatback pearl or a rhinestone, and then that's just a little tuck spot or just something special in your journal that I like to add those. So there's several different ways you could use the fender washers. I sell the two sizes. There is a I call this the 3/4 size, the larger one, and then this is a 5/8 size. And you get 15 washers in an order. And so, like I say, there will be 2 sizes of the Fender washers. And then I still sell the regular washers. Then I had a customer who has become a friend, and she asked me if I ever rusted not paper clips, bobby pins. And I was like, no, I've never rusted bobby pins. I think they have a coating on there. And so I got some bobby pins and I tried to rust them and I couldn't get them to rust. So I was talking with her and she sent me a picture of what she was talking about. And this was what she was interested in knowing if I rusted this. And it's called a cotter pin. And I got some and I was able to rust them, but they're very industrial. They're very kind of hard to use. It would be hard to get paper in there. I just don't think you could use them. But when I was researching the cotter pins, I came across, they're called hairpins. And I don't know if they're called hair cotter pins or just hairpins, but I rusted them and I really liked them. Again, this is just a something different than a paper clip, but I really liked them. The sizes that I have is a 1.5 inches, an 1.25 inches, and an inch, and they have a little it's a kind of a hoop on the end, so you could add different things to the side of your journal, and this is an example. I have a little charm here, and then this is just some sari ribbon that I tied in a bow, and then this was just some beads that I added, and so that's just a way that you could use those. I will be honest with you, they are a little stiff, and sometimes fragile paper, it might be hard to use on fragile paper. Tags seems to work okay. But what I do is I kind of open them up a little bit, and then that releases some of the tension here where it kind of grasps. And if I do it too much, you can kind of close it back up with some needle nose pliers, but they never go all the way back down. But it makes it just a little bit easier for you to put the page on there. And so I wanted to mention that. This is an example of a small scrappy tag. What? I'm getting some kind of message on my machine that I don't know what it's telling me, so I apologize. But this is a scrappy tag that's held together with the hairpin, and it's just 3 different things. But it just shows that these will hold quite a bit of paper. And then this is another scrappy tag with a larger hairpin, and it holds several pieces of paper, tags, and book pages. So I wanted to mention that. So that's all the new items I believe that I've got in my shop. But I wanted to demonstrate a couple of different things. I sell this ribbon twist paper, and I had a customer who bought some, and it is kind of fiddly, and so you do have to, kind of work with it. But she didn't like it because I think it was just kind of hard to get started. And so I just wanted to say, going forward, I think I'm going to, if somebody buys some, I'm going to open up part of the paper so you see how it opens up, and then you just untwist it. And I love this stuff. It's pretty durable. Like I say, I love the texture. Oops. And then it doesn't give any bulk. And what I do is I'll take a picture or digital, and I'll add it to that, and then that is what I do. So I like the ribbon twist paper, and then I wanted to demonstrate I sell these D-ring fasteners. I rust them and sell them, and I use them as closures in my little book, or you could use them as closures on a signature, in your journal. And so, excuse me, I was just going to demonstrate how I do them. The top kind of comes over, and then the back, you kind of have to open this up a little bit, and then you're able to slide your it onto your paper, and then you just find the center. I already had a hole there, but you can take a pokey tool or a hole punch, and then I just take a little craft knife and make a hole, and then I take a brad and I open those up, and it's an easy closure. And then the other side, again, I've opened this side up. I slip it onto the page. I line it up with the first one in case my measurements were wrong, and then I add the hole, and then I add the brad, and that is that. And you have a quick closure. This is an example on the little books that I sell with the sorry ribbon as the closure, or you could use twine or whatever worked for you. So that's that. And then the other thing I wanted to mention was I sell these ribbon crimps, and I like to use them on a tag, as you add a charm for a tag, or you can use them on a tag and add some material or lace, and then I added some sari silk at the top. I believe there was another example, but I don't see it here that I had used it. But I sell them plain, or I sell them with the rhinestones. And what I do most recently is I add them to my signature cover, and then it's a quick way to add, some bling, but you're able to add charms or beads, or I've been recently adding some, crystals from a chandelier. And so what I do is I take some glossy accents and I glue inside of this ribbon crimp, and then I add it to the side of my journal where I want it, and then I take some needle nose pliers. Let's see if I can get around here, and this is kind of awkward. Then you just crimp it down. Oops, not gonna stay today because I'm filming. And then you crimp this side, and it just adds a quick way to add some jewelry to your journal. So that's my video for today. The items should be listed in my Etsy shop, which is RustPaperScissors, and I would appreciate if you commented on the duck clips, if you like the ones with the multiple rhinestones and pearls. I do appreciate your time. If you liked the video, I'd appreciate it if you gave me a thumbs up, or if you would like to subscribe. I'm trying to do a few more videos, but I haven't gotten much done lately. I thank you for your time, and happy crafting.